So there was a National Association of Realtors survey that more younger realtors are entering the industry. We've talked about this a lot on the show, and I think there's positives and negatives whenever the market gets hot and realtors are jumping into the industry. I think the good news is it brings innovation, it brings technology, it brings a new approach to business. I think that a lot of our market right now, there's a big push to for millennials to buy. Who better to relate to a millennial than another millennial? If you look at our company makeup, we have a lot of millennial agents, and that's mostly because we help a lot of millennial buyers, buy first-time homes, and I think that so there's a lot of positives, kind of new technology, new fresh breath of air, the new blood in the industry, so to speak. And I think, when I started in the business, I was in my mid-20s. And I felt like I was different and new and brought a different approach, and I think a lot of new agents are today. That's why we love new agents. So if you're thinking about a real estate career, if you know someone thinking about a real estate career, have them go check out jointheduo.com. You can learn more about us on the website. You can sign up for our real estate educational career nights. We have them once a month where we have prospective agents come in and learn about the real estate business, ask us questions, learn about how our business operates differently than other real estate brokerages. And you can sign up for those or send a friend to those at jointheduo.com. So that's a lot of the good. You get some diversity, you get great demographics for helping first-time home buyers and millennials. You get kind of a new age of technology. Here's some of the challenges. You get someone who's maybe not as educated about real estate, maybe someone even that hasn't bought their own home before. They've not even gone through that process themselves. They require a lot of coaching and training. That's why I've said on the show many times, be very, very cautious if you're doing a real estate transaction with a brand new agent, because there's stuff learned from experience. The benefit about a new agent joining our team or working with a new agent even on our team is there's a huge support system and a massive training program before we ever even let them talk to a customer. So they not only have they become licensed, but they've undergone our own boot camp training program to help educate them about not just the contracts, but how to work with a customer, our standards, our core values, the things that we require that have helped gobs and gobs of agents at our company become very successful and helped us become very successful. So I think it's really important that if you are a brand new prospective agent, or you're a customer thinking about working with a younger agent, make sure they've got a support system behind them and a training program behind them. We've got some young agents, for example, in their early 20s that come from real estate families. The parents were realtors, and I think those generally almost have like an embedded experience.
Right.
Like somebody that's from a family of realtors.
If you've heard it growing up your whole life,
you know what you're doing, right? Like my kid, quite honestly, can probably do just as good as a lot of realtors, just because of all the stuff that she's learned just from saturation and being around my wife and I talking about it. So there's some good and some bad. I think another one of the downsides is anytime you have a gap in age in a workforce, certain demographics are going to want to communicate in one way. And other demographics are going to want to communicate in another. So the younger agents love text. They like social media. They like email. As you climb that age barrier, they're more likely or prone to want to pick up the phone or not liking text messages. So and again, that's not a blanket statement. My grandma's on Facebook. Everybody, there's certainly always people that buck the trend. But if you look at the studies, that based on demographics, you can determine what mediums, how they like to communicate. So you're going to have some of those challenges where you have to adapt, and as an agent, you have to think about the person you're working with and how they're going to like to communicate. Same with your customers too. I think it's always important when you first start working with a customer to ask them, hey, how do you want to be communicated with? Mm-hmm. So, but again, a lot of good and some bad with new agents getting into the industry. Anytime the market gets hot, it seems to happen. And anytime the market slows, they start to exit. So
yeah, and that always happens. And again, kudos to your team, because you have these systems in place with transaction coordinators and just a lot of people that handle a lot of different aspects, and they can ask their questions and have a smooth process go through it. But definitely, they're because the market is hot and has been hot actually for under the radar. The media's just picking up on it now.
But right, but it's been happening since 2009.
Yeah, exactly. It's been great years for almost a half a decade now. And so you, as a customer out there, as a prospective home buyer or home seller, you really have to vet. Just because somebody's a real estate agent doesn't mean that they're good.
Right. Look into them. Google them. Look at the reviews. Look at the testimonials from the customers. Look at their track record. Most of that stuff is becoming public now. The thing that I think is important Kind of going back to the conversation about a brand new agent or someone new getting into the business. In our model, for example, a lot of the things that are some of the most challenging for brand new agents, we take off their plate. So we have transaction managers and transaction coordinators and listing coordinators and all these different administrative staff. And all of our administrative staff that handle these processes are also licensed. So they're not just administrative people. I mean, they're also licensed agents with experience having closed hundreds, if not thousands, of real estate transactions. So, the agent puts the deal under contract, and when they run into problems or challenges, or where experience really comes into play, is when the obstacles show up. The obstacles don't show up by putting the home under contract generally. It shows up after that. And that's where our super experienced transaction staff takes over to support the agent, help guide the customer through all those processes. So if you are a prospective real estate agent, a new agent, someone's been in the business a while, thinking about a change in your real estate career, looking for more leads, more opportunities, you can register at jointheduo.com for our real estate career nights, learn more about our opportunities on our real estate team. Our average agent this year is on pace to do 30 transactions. So we're going to do over 1,000 home sales with, right now hovering right around 30 licensed, salespeople that are actually selling homes and working with customers. So we've got some licensed people that don't work with customers, but so our agents are busy. They sell a lot of homes. We create a lot of opportunities for them, but we have high expectations and certainly expect a lot from our agents in terms of how they serve our customers with a world-class experience. So check out jointheduo.com. Again, if you're a prospective real estate agent thinking about a real estate career, or if you know someone that you think should look into a real estate career, and they can learn more about our team, see testimonials from current agents, and sign up for our real estate career nights.